Okay, this is going to cover an essential item that's both essential for IT and cybersecurity. So in today's digital landscape, data is a vital asset for organisation, and I'm going to cover the importance of backup and recovery strategies in IT and in cybersecurity. I'm going to cover the significance of backup and recovery in maintaining data integrity and security, and then I will discuss the costs associated with implementing these strategies. Then I'm going to explore some methods of backup and recovery. Cover the different roles of stakeholders in the process and conclude with risk management and mitigation. Backup and recovery strategies are crucial components of IT and cybersecurity frameworks. They not only protect data but also ensure that organizations can recover quickly in the event of a breach or data loss. Having robust backup systems in place ensures that data remains available and intact. This is essential for business continuity, as disruptions can lead to significant operational challenges. Effective solutions provide a safety net against data breaches and cyber attacks. They allow organizations to restore compromised data and minimize the damage from incidents. Okay, so that's important. Many industries are governed by regulations that require data protection measures, including backup and recovery. Adhering to these standards helps organizations avoid legal penalties and enhances their reputation. While implementing backup and recovery strategies is essential, it is important to consider the associated costs. Understanding these costs helps in budgeting and identifying potential areas for optimization. The initial costs for setting up backup systems can be significant. This includes hardware, software, and any necessary infrastructure upgrades to support the chosen backup solution. Okay, and the best thing is to probably have both cloud and on-site backup, so like some sort of hybrid system. It costs money though, but that is what would be recommended by me. In addition to initial setup costs, organizations must budget for ongoing maintenance and management of the backup systems to ensure they remain effective and secure. And that is important. Make sure workers are employed to regularly, maintain equipment, perform backups, perform security, perform any updates as required, and upgrades to machines as required. Conducting a cost-benefit analysis helps organizations evaluate the effectiveness of their recovery strategies, weighing the costs against the potential losses of data breaches or system failures. Now, the problem here is that having systems in place to form data backups costs a lot of money. And a lot of people don't see the cost of what will happen if they don't have data backed up. Like they think, cybersecurity issue or data breach or data loss might not happen to me. And if it does, it's not going to be that big a deal. And they don't realise it's a very big deal because you could be fined by the government, you could be sued by your customers, you could lose your reputation, you could have workers and customers' information out there and opening up all sorts of issues. So look, the cost benefit analysis, you've got to think in terms of long term, okay? And in terms of reputation. And there are various methods available for backup recovery, each with its advantages and disadvantages. Understanding these methods is key to selecting the right approach for you or your organization. Traditional on-site backups involving storage of data on physical devices on organization premises. This method allows for quick access and recovery, but is vulnerable to physical damage or theft. All right, and that's just the reality. Cloud-based backups involve storing data in remote cloud environments. This solution offers scalability, accessibility, and protection against physical threats, but organizations must ensure data security and compliance, and that can be difficult. Okay, that can be very difficult. Hybrid, which is what I recommend, but this is going to be up to you. Solutions combine on-site and cloud-based backups, providing a flexible approach to data protection. This method can balance the benefits of both strategies while enhancing redundancy, and redundancy is something that's very important. Effective backup strategies and recovery strategies require collaboration amongst various stakeholders, each with specific roles and responsibilities to ensure data security and compliance. IT department and administrators are primarily responsible for implementing and managing backup and recovery solutions. Their expertise is crucial for maintaining data integrity and addressing security threats. Many organizations rely on third-party services for backup and recovery solutions. These providers can offer specialized tools and expertise, but it is essential they comply with security standards of both your organization and the country that you operate in. Okay, so that is essential. You need to look at their policies to make sure they are complying with you, the country that you operate in, and their country they operate in if it's different. Organizations should develop very clear policies and procedures regarding backup recovery. This includes guidelines for data management, regular testing, and updates to ensure ongoing effectiveness. And these policies should be reviewed and updated regularly to make sure that changing laws or changing standards, changing security requirements, changing backup solutions are all considered, and have a sort of guidebook of how to do this that's regularly updated, so that if a recovery needs to happen, there's very clear steps of who's going to do what and how they're going to do it. And this is reviewed at least every 6 months, so that in the event of an issue, someone can come to a guidebook or a playbook and just go, okay, and they go down a checklist of what to do, A, B, C, or D, and that's so important. Identifying and mitigating risk is a fundamental part of backup and recovery strategies. Organizations must continually assess their vulnerabilities and implement measures to protect against potential threats. Organizations should regularly conduct risk assessments to identify potential threats to their data, and this should be done by cybersecurity professionals or IT professionals who know. Okay, this proactive approach allows them to develop appropriate mitigation strategies. Once risks are identified, organizations can implement preventative measures such as encryption, access control, and regular updates to minimize vulnerabilities. Okay? Having a well-defined recovery plan is crucial for effective data restoration. Regular drills and updates of these plans to ensure that all stakeholders are prepared to respond swiftly in the event of data loss and any other incident. Okay, so this is important. Having recovery plans, having risk management plans, and continually updating them, because your mitigation strategies will have to change as threats evolve and change. Okay, and your equipment will have to evolve and change. Your software will have to evolve and change. You will have to provide training for your workers as procedures and differences change. So this is something that, yes, it costs money, but it is crucial that you do this at least every 6 months. I would say 3, to make sure that you are complying with legislation, but also complying with best practice. In conclusion, backup recovery strategies are essential for IT, anyone in IT and anyone in cybersecurity. You need to understand the importance, associated costs, methods and roles organisations can create effective plans to protect critical data. Thank you.